video done, y'all. Hey my babies, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Raya J, and I'm back with another video, my baby. I don't know what was that. I was just off for like 0.1 seconds, but yeah. It's your girl Raya J, and I'm back with another video, my babies. So today is, oh god, what is today? Today's Thursday, March 3rd. My babies, I hope all is well with you all is well with me, and I hope y'all are continuing to stay about happiness, peace, and love. And I hope y'all are continuing to walk in the wait, what? I hope y'all are continuing to stay about happiness, peace, and love. And I hope y'all are continuing to stay determined, motivated, and focused. And I hope y'all oh God. And I hope y'all are continuing to walk in the alignment of stars that Allah has for us. So in today's video, my babies, we're gonna be talking about, y'all seen that title, y'all seen that thumbnail. Let's get straight into it. Today we're gonna be talking about, what we talking about today, y'all? What we talking about? Because I got two ideas that I can go with right now. I think I want to go with the yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. First off, let me let y'all know really what's good. For those of y'all that are inquiring about starting your spirituality journey, for those of y'all that are interested in starting your spirituality journey, for those of you all that want to become spiritually awakened, spiritually aware of everything that's going on in your inner world, in your outer world, then I'm gonna let you know something right here. You don't gotta do no drugs, okay, to get to that level in your life. You don't have to get to that. You don't have to do no drugs to get to that level spiritually, you know. And this video is actually inspired by my brain, you know, and it is inspired by an idea that God sent down to me because God wanted me to talk about this. God wanted me to put my perspective on this. God wanted me to also share my experience as to how I even started my spiritual journey anyway, you know, and if I started it while doing drugs, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of misconceptions about spirituality and your spiritual journey when you do begin to start your spiritual journey. I say like a couple years ago, I say a couple years ago for me, a lot of people, I've started to see a lot of people become spiritually awakened, become spiritually aware, okay, of their inner world and how their inner world connects to their outer world. You know what I'm saying? But I say for the top 5 years ago, okay, when you heard of spirituality, when I say top, I mean max. So I see for the past 5 years, you know, if you didn't really know anything about spirituality, but you did see it in the public on people's platforms and people sharing their perspectives of what is a spiritual journey, what is actually spirituality all about, and you came across that content back then you would hear people's experiences of how they started their spiritual journey. And most people back then, I'm saying top max 5 years ago, you know, a lot of people would talk about their spiritual journey, and they would always like connect their spirituality with the use of drugs, okay? Now I want to be really honest with you all. In this video, I am going to be smoking a blunt. Okay, I'm letting you know that right now. But do not look at me smoking a blunt in this video as like, oh, she's on a spiritual journey, she's smoking, blah, blah, blah. Because for those of y'all that have been following me on my spiritual journey and where I am today, you all know I came a long fucking way, okay? I went through a lot of healing. I went through my dark nights of the soul. I mean, there was days I couldn't eat, sleep, shit. I went through all of that, sober as fuck. Okay, so if you're watching this video and it interests you, it intrigues you, you want to know more, then understand that yes, I am gonna smoke a blunt in this video because I want to. I feel like that's what I want to do, you know what I'm saying? But don't look at the words I'm saying and then connect that to what I'm doing as far as smoking a blunt in this video and be like, oh, she's a hypocrite, she's smoking, blah, 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 blah. Like, let's just get started, okay? So I would say like 5 years ago, a lot of us, we were not hip to the spiritual. We were not hip to the spiritual gang. You know, we were not awakened to that type of energy frequency of where we are today. You see what I'm saying? So, but now you see a lot of people awakening. God is awakening his chosen ones. God is awakening his people that he know, okay? He put natural gifts within them, okay? They know who they are. They've gone through their dark night of the soul. You see what I'm saying? You see people becoming more interested in their spirituality gang, okay? So their spirituality game, their spirituality, yeah, they like get hip to the game, yeah. So but now you're starting to see people, and I don't know about y'all, but for me, you know, before I got on my spiritual journey, because I started my spirituality journey a couple of times before, but I didn't continue it. This is my last and final spirituality journey that I'm on currently. That is going to be my last and final spirituality journey that I'm going to be on this journey for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? But the previous two times that I've tried to start my spiritual journey, I started it. But yo, shit got intense, so I didn't keep up with it. But this time I've been just rolling with the punches, going through it, understanding shit, you know, becoming more aware and awoken and becoming more aligned and really just understanding energy. Really understanding like what is your spirituality all about. It's about getting in connection with your angels and ancestors of the light. It's about getting in touch with your higher self. Okay, it is about getting in becoming one with the Almighty God. Okay, it's about every fucking way you look, everything you see, everything you do, everything you touch, everything in your life. It's about looking for the spiritual meaning of shit, because it's deeper meanings to stuff that we are going through and that we see on a daily basis, that because you are vibrating on a low vibrational standpoint, because you are just looking at things on a 3D level, you can't see really spiritually what is the Most High God trying to tell you. You can't really see, oh my God, my angels and ancestors of the light are trying to communicate to me. Okay, I seen a squirrel today. Let me look that up. What is the spiritual meaning of a squirrel? And then you'll sit there and you'll connect that meaning to where you are in your life and what you need to improve and what you need to focus on. You see what I'm saying? So things are really deep. Things are really deep on your spiritual journey. But I'm saying back then, a lot of people connected spirituality to the use of drugs. I'm going to tell you right now, you don't need to do drugs to start your spiritual journey. You don't need to do drugs to become spiritually aware. You don't need to do drugs to become spiritually awakened. I can attest to that right the fuck now. Right now, if I'm lying, God strike me down and I'm going to fucking be dead right now. I was not under the influence of any drug or alcohol use when I started this last and final spiritual journey that I'm currently on. I was not smoking at the time. I was not drinking at the time. I was not even intimately involved with anyone. I was not having sex. And for me, I'm proud of that I didn't do psychedelics to become spiritually awakened and to become spiritually aware. I didn't do that. And not to say that I'm better than anybody, you know, not to say that I'm better than the person who, you know, they're on their spiritual journey, but they were on drugs at the time of their spiritual awakening. You know, no, I'm not saying I'm better than nobody, because I'm not. I bleed blood just like you. I'm human just like you. But I'm smart enough and aware enough to know that I did things this way. And I didn't do it this way consciously. You have to understand, on this last final spiritual journey that I've been on recently, last couple months of my life, okay, because in August 2021, shit was getting real for me. I was just starting my spiritual journey that I'm currently on. I was just starting it back in August 2021. So I've been on this spiritual journey since then, you know, and I'm going to continue on this journey for the rest of my life, because it's just, man, my spiritual journey, it just greatly benefits me. You know what I'm saying? I love the benefits that I receive when I'm on my spiritual journey. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just looking at my 2 eyes and I just see the shit that I see right here in the 3D world. No, when I look at shit and I look at people and I look at things, I really see a deeper meaning and stuff. You understand? And this is all thanks and praise to my angels and ancestors of the light. And this is all praise to the Most High God for allowing me to get to this point in my spiritual journey. You have to understand that. You know, so shout out to y'all that started your spiritual journey on the use of drugs. But for me, I was sober as ever when I started this spiritual journey that I'm currently on, and I want to continue this spiritual journey for the rest of my life. And it's crazy because, like, I come across a lot of content videos of people talking about their spirituality and, you know, how everything went for them. What's their experience, you know? What's this and what's that? And I'm really, like, intrigued by hearing people say, like, yo, I was on psychedelics, I was doing shrooms, I was, it was just this lit ass night, and I just, you know, had this crazy experience, and it just awoken me to where I am today, you know, so I'm grateful for yada yada yada. And it's like, yo, it's dope. Isn't it dope AF to know that it's dope AF to know that you don't have to be, take my experience as an example, you don't have to be, okay, you're interested in spiritual work, you're interested in spiritual healing, learning about spiritual warfare, you're learning about becoming a better person internally, transforming your external world. Okay, so what do you have to do? Do I have to get on drugs? Do I gotta do shrooms? Do I gotta do this? Do I gotta do that? No. I'm telling you right here, right now, my babies, you don't need any type of drugs to start your spiritual healing, to start your spiritual journey. Okay, to discover yourself spiritually, to become one with the universe, to become one with the Almighty God. You don't need nothing. You just need to take yourself to the Most High God, and you need to just let it rip. Let it, I'm telling you, let it rip. And you know, also, like me, no, I did not use any type of drugs, alcohol, or anything to influence my spiritual journey of where I am today. But what happened was, I was under serious spiritual warfare at the time. And that influenced me to don't run from it. You can feel the spiritual attacks within you because your whole being is just off. You're suffering with headaches, you're not eating right, if you do drugs and you do drink, you're probably indulging a little bit too much. If you are a very sexual person, we're humans, we're naturally sexual, but if you realize that you are just doing things to the extreme to cover up the fact that you are going through so much mentally and emotionally and spiritually, then this is a sign from the universe and from the Most High God that you should not run from the things that God puts in front of you. If God gives you a challenge, if God puts a test in front of you, He's watching you to see how you're going to handle this. He's watching you to see how you're going to deal with this. How you're going to work through this. Or you're going to run like a little pussy rat. Which way you gonna do? Which way you gonna go, you know? So for me, like, oh God, I remember it back in August 2021, I felt myself under a lot of spiritual warfare, you know? Suffering with headaches, migraines, can't sleep. Like, I felt like my whole life was off track. And, you know, I don't want to get emotional, but I was questioning my entire existence. I was questioning my entire life, and God used those experiences that I was going through back in August 2021 to ultimately awaken me and to ultimately help me realize, like, you're never stuck. You're never stuck. You're never neglected. You're never abandoned. You know, if we talking things 3D, then of course people can abandon you. They can neglect you, your parents, your friends, lover. Of course, jobs, if they fire you. You know what I'm saying? But spiritually, you're never neglected. You're never abandoned. You're never alone. You know, you gotta, if you want to, this video is just to inspire you and to motivate you to really tap into that energy. When you're faced with spiritual warfare, I know a lot of people can't tell when they're under spiritual warfare. You just really think like, oh, I had a hard day. Oh, this happened and this must be a coincidence. But no, when you are faced with those really deep, dark issues in your life, and it's hard for you to see through. It's like you walking through a whole fucking cornfield of fog, you know? You have to really read through the lines. You have to really seep through certain parts of the fog to try to see what is God trying to tell me. You know, I know what God was trying to tell me back in August 2021. God was trying to tell me, Mariah, wake up. It's time to wake up. If you were waiting for a time to go hard in the things that you love and go hard in those areas of your life that you want to see improvement, it's time to go hard. It's time to stop bullshitting. It's time to really lock in. Understand who you are as a person, inside and out. Understand what is your motives for doing certain things in your life. Like, really lock in. Okay? The first steps of your spiritual journey and your spiritual awakening and your spiritual awareness is to face oneself in the mirror and understand yourself. Why is this? What is this? Where is this? How? What? You understand? Really go through all of that and understand who you are. Now, yes, life is like self-discovery journey. You know, you always learning new things about yourself. You're always gonna be faced with new challenges, and you have to fucking figure out a solution. You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna go through things, you know. But if you just start on your spiritual journey about what is this, this goes here, oh, this is why this happened, how is this, what is this, why is this, when you face with a new issue in your life, internally or externally, you now are gonna know how to better deal with that. I'm so grateful that I did not run, because as I said, I've tried to be on my spiritual journey 2 times prior to this time that I'm currently on. And when God was guiding me through my dark night of the soul, those previous 2 times, I was running away from it. I was running away from the experience. No, I can't do this. You know, talking myself down from it. Nah, I'm not ready for this, you know. And what is that? That's ultimately running from a challenge. That's running from an obstacle. That's running away from a hurdle, when really you need to be jumping over that shit, you know. So I just want y'all to know that Raya J, when I started this spiritual journey that I'm currently on right now, because as I said, I did start it 2 other times prior, but I didn't make it too far. I didn't make it as far as where I am today on my spiritual journey. I didn't make it that far those prior 2 times. But this time, I've been on my spiritual journey since August 2021, and it's now March 2022. And I think I've made a lot of great changes. I think I have improved my life in many ways. I believe I have grown so much, you know, in love, in life, in energy, you know. I've healed, oh my God, inshallah. I've healed so much, my babies, you know, in just this little time frame. But that's what happens when you're doing the work, you know, and you continuing to focus on your dreams and goals. You are continuing to only be about happiness, peace, and love, and you continuing to, you know, not be a doormat for people to walk over, you know, and for you to not be some fucking some type of, you know, a energy IV for the next person, because they know they got sucky energy, so they come to you to feed off your IV of good energy. You have to understand how deep that shit is. It's a lot of shit going on under our nose, my babies, and like we have to wake up, all of us. Like we have to wake up and get serious about our lives, you know. Your spiritual journey, that's really what it's about. It's about improving your life, like internally, externally, all of that, you know. Be falling in love with yourself again, the way you were when you were a child. You wasn't worried about, oh, you had a gut, you had the bald spot, you know, your mom put you on, put sketches on your feet. You wasn't worried about none of that when you was a child. When you was a child, you just wanted to hang out with friends and be happy and, you know, do the things you love and get things that you like. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what your childhood, you know, that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be full of joy and laughter and, you know, peace and contentment type shit, you know. But it's not until we grow up and we realize, wow, like my childhood was really effed up. Like, wow, you know, when I was a child, I didn't think about boom, 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 you know. Wow, you know, I guess my life wasn't as perfect as I thought it was, you know. I guess this person's energy wasn't as beautiful and peaceful and kind and loving as I thought it was, because now when you're an adult, you go through that spiritual journey, Allah will awaken you to all type of shit that you never even knew. You never even knew. You wasn't awakened, and it's okay. I don't want you.
Outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me. Still with the dogs that ain't go aside. All the niggas round, higher they die. Gotta watch the time, cause it's fun.
Alright, I finally lit the blunt. This is also gonna be a hot box in my bathroom or something like that, or smoke sesh, something like that, you know. But I don't want y'all to see like other content creators on the YouTube platform, and you will see them telling their experiences about, oh, I was on shrooms and I had this spiritual awakening, and oh, you know, I was I don't know, whatever the heck else, you know, people are doing these days. I don't know. I just want y'all to know, from me to you, y'all know Raya J, I was not smoking, I was not drinking, I was not having sex. I was really locked in with God the time of my spirituality. You know, God was not playing with me, okay? And I wasn't even in that mindset. Like, I was so locked in with God the time of my spiritual awakening that I was not thinking about a blunt. I was not thinking about a drink. I was not thinking about no dick. You have to understand, I was really locked in, you know, and God was just awakening me to all different types of concepts and things of the past, and why is this, how is this, what is this, where is this, you know what I'm saying, type of energy. And I was just, man, I was just a student. I was just a student, man, to my Most High God, you know, the teacher in front of me, you know, a professional, my professor, the greatest to ever learn from is the Most High God. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I do know that the spirituality community is growing, you know, and most people, when you ask somebody of the spiritual community, well, how did you become so wise in spirituality? How did you get to where you are today, you know, from where you come from and where you've been, you know? And most people will tell you, oh, I was on shrooms, I was on psychedelic, I was, you know what I'm saying, I was on drugs, you know what I'm saying, to awaken this part of the brain, this part of the mind. No, you don't need, I'm telling you right now. Yeah, now y'all know I don't lie to y'all. I don't need to come to y'all and bullshit y'all, and no, that's not me. I don't need to do that, okay? I'm going to always tell you the fucking truth, okay? So, you don't need to be on no drugs. I've never done shrooms in my life. I've never done psychedelics in my life. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I never will, because I do want to experience that. You know, the type of stories and experiences that I hear from people like, oh, you know, oh, I saw this, and you know, things look like cartoons and shit. It kind of sounds lit, but you don't need that. You don't need that. If you want a natural, pure, spiritual awakening, I'm gonna tell you how to get it right now. Just go through your life. You know when you under spiritual warfare. You know when you under spiritual warfare. People are sending you psychic attacks. They throwing black magic on you. Okay? They trying to hex you and shit. Like, people are dark, evil, and sick as fuck. And they doing a lot of shit behind the scenes. Shit that you can't see. They in their fucking kitchen cooking up potions and shit. Doing candle magic, mirror magic, all type of shit. Glamour spells, beauty spells, money spells. Like, because people are sick as fuck. They want to see you happy. They want to see you doing good. But they never want to see you doing good. They never want to see you doing better than them. Never. And this accounts for everybody. Family, friends, lover. I don't give a fuck. Okay, somebody could come to you right now and tell you, oh, I want to change your life, I want to help you, I want to invest in you, I want to be a sponsor, and give you everything that your heart desires. But what are they doing behind the scenes? On the same, they doing work on you. The same person that will sit up in your face and want to bless you and will actually bless you, baby, what they doing behind the scenes? What are they doing in their room late at night? What are they doing when you all are not in each other's spaces? What are they doing in their kitchen late at night? They're doing spells on you. So you have to be real. And I like to give y'all these type of gems and stuff like this because these are things that I didn't know at the time. I was just going through my spirituality thinking, oh, RIAHJ is under spiritual warfare, so I know what I do to protect myself. When I feel myself under spiritual warfare, I lock in. You lock the fuck in, and you do the protection methods that you need to do. Now, if y'all don't know about all of this, look it up. But if y'all, I know y'all like me and y'all fuck with me and shit like that. If y'all want me to do a video on protection methods, let me know. Now, I'm not gonna give y'all all the gems, but I can give y'all some of them. Cause I just, you can't do that. You know, I can't, I would love to give y'all every and anything, but I can't give y'all every and anything because y'all have to go through your own experiences. Y'all have to go through your own life. I am not God. I am not God. I'm just RIAHJ, little old girl from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a little bit known. I'm known around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I can't give y'all all that because you have your own life and you have to go through your own experiences. You know what I mean? So, and if you would ask me, well, RIAHJ, what's your advice? What do you recommend for someone that's newly in the spiritual game or someone that wants to be spiritually awakened? They want to be on that level of where you at right now. I would tell you, just literally go through your life. You know when you're under spiritual attack. When you are under spiritual attack, it's time for you to get serious about your life. And I think we should always be serious about our lives. But, you know, sometimes we do venture off the path a little bit further than prior times, you know. So if you know you've been way off your fucking path and you know that you are under so much spiritual warfare, you know, you lost your job. Fuck, you might be going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Or you're going through it with your baby mama. You broke as fuck. You know, all these type of issues that you may be going. This is spiritual warfare. All of it. It's all spiritual warfare. So God is using these situations to test you to see, is this person going to wake up? Let's see if this person wakes up now. Let's see if this person gets it now. Let's see if this person is trying to dig deeper into the meanings of what is actually happening in their lives and not just looking at something on the 3D level. You know what I mean? So just to end this video. Just to end this video, because I'm going to be real. I want to smoke my blunt in peace. I'm going to be honest with y'all. But just to end the video, if you want to start a spiritual journey, you know, and you really want to start a spiritual journey, not just because you see somebody else is on a spiritual journey. This is something that your soul craves. This is something that your heart is calling for. This is something that your mind is ready for. Like it's taking in more information on a daily, you know, so that means that you're ready to learn some serious shiznai, you know. Just lock in, man. Just lock in. Like, really, all I can say, it's like, whew, it's hard to really, like, get into the whole, like, your spiritual journey talk, because, like, us as spiritual people, I'm speaking for the spiritualist, such as myself, like, we can give y'all but so much information. It's only until you lock in and get serious about your life and your energy and, you know, the longevity of your life and your inner world and healing childhood issues and becoming serious about your chakras and your energies and really not playing, like really locking in, you know. It's so much that I can only tell you, you know. Most of the spiritual journey experience is, it's your experience, you know what I mean? And that's the beautiful thing about spirituality, is that you can't go to, you know, well, to my knowledge, right? Because I am still very much on the very beginning stages of my spiritual journey. But you can't, like, go to a, you know, how like Christians have churches and Islam people have, they go to the mosque, you know what I'm saying? Like, for spirituality, like, we don't link up every Sunday, and you know what I'm saying? Well, to my knowledge, let me know if y'all are, because I will pull up. Okay, I will pull up, because I'm a part of the spiritual people, you know, of the world. So, but yeah, let me know, for real, y'all. Comment that down below, because to my knowledge, where I am today, spiritualists do not link up every Sunday or every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I don't know, you know, and have 2-3 hour meetings, you know, and just praising God and, you know, sharing experiences and healing together and loving together, you know what I'm saying? All of that. So when you hear spiritual people talk about their experiences, it's beautiful for me, because it's something that you have to go through by yourself. You have to go through your spiritual journey, not your spiritual journey, but you have to go through your dark night of the soul by yourself, you know. And it's just you and God. It's just you and your angels and ancestors of the light, you know. And you know, you can't call on your best friend to help you and hold your hand. You can't call on mommy to cry through it. Like, you can't do all that. It's something that, like, really listen to the words of what spiritual journey, like, really listen to the words you hear, like, spiritual journey, you know what I'm saying? So it's yourself as a spirit, you know. You have to understand, yeah, I have this skin, I have this flesh, I have these bones, you know what I'm saying? God put my soul in this body, but, like, I'm just really I'm just a soul, you know what I mean? And I'm much more than that, but I'm talking about spiritually, I'm just a soul, you know what I'm saying? So imagine if you didn't see my skin, you didn't see my meat, you didn't see my bones, you didn't see my eyes, my lips, you ain't seen none of that. Imagine you just seen my skeleton. Imagine you just see my skeleton, like, with the same voice and the same mannerisms, and you know, imagine, like, you just see me like that, like, I'm just a soul, you know. So, like, each and every one of our souls, we have to go through the dark night of the soul, and that's the hardest work. That is top number one. Like, the hardest type of work you will ever do in your life, because you can't do it with a therapist, you can't do it with a counselor, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the heck else, you know, there is. A life coach. You can't do it like that. You gotta, it's just you, like, it's just you, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And if you need anybody, the only people you could call on is your spiritual team, which is your angels and ancestors of the light. Some people call them their spirit guides and stuff like that, but me, I just resonate with calling my angels and ancestors of the light, you know, and the Most High God. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So it's very hard work, but once you go through your dark night of the soul, a lot of things will start to make a little bit more sense, you know, versus the very harsh but very much needed work that you do first through the dark night of the soul. You know, your dark night of the soul. Like, when I was going, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, because I don't even know, like, if some of y'all are on your spiritual journey, or you have ever been this tapped in as far as with me, you know, and the connection and vibe and conversation and stuff that we share, me and you as a whole. You know, y'all remember when I was going hard with my spiritual guidance and my spiritual healing videos, you know, like, oh, this happened to me as a child, and I'm a daddyless child, and oh, I don't hate my mother, you know, all that type of content that I was doing a couple of months ago. That was me going through my dark night of the soul. That was me unpacking all the difficult shiznai that most people, they don't want to unpack. They don't want to go through that. And I get it, because it's hard work. Like, it's harsh. It is harsh. It is crucial. It is critical. Like, but just as much as it's hard work, if you just get through it and get to the other side, the payoff is greater than any type of reward you can ever, like, win in your physical life, you know. Because at that point in your spiritual journey, you've learned to work through your problems. And not just on a 3D level, you know, not just, oh, you can see this curtain and you can see this hat and you can touch this wig. No, you know, on a way deeper level. So I don't want to make this video too long. I think we probably, like, almost, what, I don't know, I wasn't counting. I think it's probably, I don't know, probably 25-30 minutes in, but I am gonna let y'all go, okay? I hope y'all enjoyed this video, my babies. And, you know, most importantly, I always hope that you all learn something in my videos. That's really important for me. So yeah, let's end the video. So if you made it this far in the video, my babies, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to your girl RIAHJ's channel. Okay, my babies, this is the end of the content video, my babies. I love y'all so much. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace and love. Bye.